Hi, I'm Niall Heaney. Today we're taking a look around a 1999 Bayliner 1952 Cuddy. It's just over 19 foot long, an entry-level Cuddy cabin boat. It's in fantastic condition, really good condition all the way around. It's got a Mercruiser's 3 litre, 135 horsepower stern drive engine. It's one owner from new. The original owner bought it from Windermere Aquatic back in 1999. He did a deal at the London Boat Show. We've all the paperwork there to prove that. The original sale invoice, builder certificate, the boat's CE certified. It's a proper UK boat on a UK spec trailer. It's got a full set of camper covers and the boat's just ready to go to the water. It really is a fantastic little boat. They're a super popular boat. They make an excellent starter boat, or if you're moving up from a bow rider and you want something with a bit more accommodation that you can spend the weekend on or spend the odd night on board and also go a bit further afield. The Bayliner 1952 is brilliant at that sort of thing. So we're going to take a really close, in-depth look at the boat. We're going to show you the engine running. I'm going to tell you about all the features on board. We'll put it in the water and let you show you how it performs on our way, and hopefully give you a good idea of the condition and the features of this Bayliner 1952. Just before we take a look inside the boat, I wanted to show you the exterior, which is in fantastic condition. There's a really nice shine to the gel coat. Everything that's all the deck hardware is totally on mark. It's all really solid and secure. I've gone through the boat in close detail. I can't find any signs of any impact damage. You get the odd scuff and scrape, the minor sort of berthing stuff you get, but the boat has definitely been well looked after. The owner of the boat and the guy that had it from new is a particularly fussy sort of guy, and you can really tell whenever we go through the boat, like everything works, all the gauges all work. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this boat that I can find in any shape, form or fashion. The outside of it really sets it off well. Again, there's no scuffs, there's not even any gel coat scrapes that I can find. Gel coat is in brilliant condition all the way around. The stainless steel work still looks really nice, bright and shiny. The actual windscreen as well. This is an area here where these windscreens are prone to corrosion and damage and things, but this one's perfect. I can't find any corrosion around this screen at all. Coming down then towards the stern of the boat, again you can see the cleats back here are in perfect condition. The engine vents on both sides are very good as well. The swim ladder, this boat has a sort of swim step just on the one side on the starboard side of the boat. These are an area that usually get knocked and cracked and things. This one's perfect. There's no cracks, no damage to it. Again, all the stainless steel work is perfect and it's nice and solid. The rub rail is great all the way around the boat, and the port side is again just as good as the starboard side. The anti-fouling paint has just been done, so we've given it a fresh coat of international white anti-fouling paint. And all we've really done is give the hull a hand polish and just detail the boat, and it really does. I mean, it really does look the part. Certainly, this boat does not look like it's 1999 or anything like it. This boat has spent the vast majority of its life in fresh water. The owner, generally speaking, kept the boat in Belturbet, which is on the Shannon system in Ireland. And in the summertime then he would have taken it on the trailer and launched it different places around the coast, the Irish coast, but the boat would always been recovered back onto the trailer after a day's running and flushed through and things. So that stacks up with what we can tell and see here from all the things like the D-rings on the back, the little fuel tank vent, the bolts on the engine bracket. There's no corrosion, there's no tracks of corrosion that you normally get in saltwater boats. And you've still got a nice lustrous sparkle to all the stainless steel work, again, which you don't tend to get on saltwater boats. This gets pitted and faded and things like that. So yeah, the boat's in really good shape. Taking a close look at the transom then, we've got our swim step and small swim platform on the starboard side. We've got a central ski tow point here, mounted high in the transom, so if you want to pull skiers or water toys and things, the boat's more than capable of doing that. And we've also got a heavy duty auxiliary outboard bracket, which, because the owner used the boat around the coast, he would carry an auxiliary engine on board just to give extra peace of mind. So it's great that the boat has that fitted, and if you're going to be using it in coastal waters, then it might be a good idea to pick up an auxiliary engine just to act as a backup in case of snags with the main engine. The actual stern drive itself is a Mercruiser Alpha 1 leg. It's in very good condition. The owner obviously had a bit of damage to his skeg at some point, and he put on that stainless steel skeg protector, which has a few nicks and bumps in it, but absolutely nothing major. All the seals and things are bone dry. There's no leaks or anything from the drive. The drive is running very well, and the prop and things are in reasonably good condition. The boat has nice sort of chunky coamings around the aft end of the cockpit, and it's all upholstered as well and cushioned. Well, it's good for a number of reasons. One is it's easy to get in the boat, either from the port or starboard side, or in from over the transom from the swim platform. And the top of this gunnel is non-skid molded all the way around, so you can hop into the boat easily from anywhere around the back end of it. And whenever we remove these seats, it means that you have lots of floor space for fishing or things. You know, if you're standing, you can easily fish a couple of people out of the back of the boat, and you can get right up close to the transom. And it also is a nice height. You know, it comes up to sort of halfway up my thigh, so you feel safe and secure. And also, whenever you're sitting back here, you're sitting down inside the boat, so you get that extra feeling of security and protection. So it's just this boat is designed as like an all-around starter boat. You can fish out of it, you can do water sports with it, you can use it as a day cruiser just for cruising about, and it does everything really well. You know, it's a really versatile little boat. We can also convert the back seats then into a sun lounger as well. You can check that out in the photographs, so you can have a full width sun lounger across the back of the boat. The Axial Cockpit itself is very spacious. We've got seating for 6 with the 2 seats either side of the engine box at the back, and then twin back-to-back loungers on the port and starboard side. So the boat's rated to carry 6 people, and we've got seating for 6 in the cockpit here. We've also got the Cuddy cabin at the front, which does have pretty decent headroom, but it's mainly for sleeping on. You've got a double bed in there, so you can easily spend the night. And we've also got a little toilet down in there, which I'll show you in a minute. But the condition again in here is excellent. This is all the original upholstery. It's in very good order. A couple of very small nicks and things in the seat tops and that in the high wear areas, but all the stitching is good. None of it's separating. None of it looks, none of it's ready to wear out or anything. It's all in very good condition. And we've got the cockpit's fully lined with the Bayliner marine grade carpet as well. So yeah, the general condition in here is extremely good. One other thing that I always liked about these Bayliner 1952s was the fact that the sides raise up. So at the front of the cockpit, you get this higher coaming with which the windscreen sits on top of. So you feel, you get an extra. It's really good protection from the wind and the elements, and it means that you get really good shelter on board. Even though it's only a 19-foot boat, you get really good shelter, and it's excellent if you're out around coastal waters and things. You feel very safe and secure in this boat. The owner was actually telling me that at the time of the Volvo Ocean Race in Galway there, I think it was last year, he had the boat out at the Aran Islands, which are like 7 miles offshore from the Galway coast. He said it performed brilliant. There's 4 of them on board. They got out, spent an afternoon on the island, came back home again. The boat never missed a beat. So, it gives you an idea of the capability of this little boat. The helm position on the boat's very good. From the seating position, I can see out clearly through the screen at the front. We've got a full range of marine instruments here, all of which are working. One of these was replaced, I think, last year. Again, it's just a sign of how, a lot of these, certainly in boats of this age, it's very unusual to find all the instruments working. And again, it shows how fussy the owner was that he, went to the trouble of getting that one replaced that had to be replaced. We've got switch gear for bilge pumps, blower motors, the horn, the navigation lights. Again, everything's fully operational. We've got a vinyl wrapped Bayliner steering wheel. We've got a compass here that the owner had retrofitted. You can see the CE plate here, and we've also got a couple of fold-out cup holders dotted around up at the front of the cockpit. And we've got a 12-volt power outlet here as well. So again, all in very good condition. Over on the port side, the owner had a new stereo. I think it was fitted about 2 seasons ago. We've got a Jensen marine stereo head unit, which again is working perfect.
Very, very jealous. One gig I would love to go.
And it's also got a front load CD slot there as well, so play CDs, and it's got an auxiliary input so you can play tunes through your iPod and stuff. We've got an opening centre section of the windscreen with a moulded in step and a moulded in top here, so you can get easy access out on the foredeck for whenever you're anchoring the boat. And we've got a nice high guardrail around that foredeck as well, so if you are out there with a combination of the non-skid moulding on the deck and the guardrail, you know, you're not going to fall over the board. All the handholds, handrails and things around the boat are nice and solid, secure. Everything is here that's supposed to be here. We've got good storage in the gunnels. We've got storage underneath both the seat loungers on the port and starboard side. And we've got another storage section in the floor here as well. And you can see down in the bulges there, they're all nice and clean. There's no signs of, well, you know, there's no water marks or anything. No evidence that there's been any water line in that bulge at any time. Access into the cabin is through this bi-folding door, which folds out of the way. It's lockable as well. And we've got a really good sized V-berth there, so that's a good sized double bed. We've got a little light in here in the cabin. And then if we lift out the filler cushions in the middle, gives us access into the little chemical toilet there. The bracket on that's a little bit rusty, but I think it's just probably because it's not made from great quality stuff. But the actual toilet itself still got the original plastic and packaging in there, and it's never been used. But it's really good to have. It's good to have the peace of mind that you know you have a chemical toilet there if you happen to get caught out and need it. We've got an opening deck light there as well. Which is an added safety feature, so if the cabin door gets stuck you can get out there easy enough, and also gives a bit more ventilation in there. So yeah, the cabin's really good. It means that you can go spend the night on board, and in combination with the cockpit covers, you know, you can have a comfortable night on board, and it also doubles up as a good big storage space too, if you want to get skis or water toys or wetsuits and things in out of the way. The Mercruiser 3-litre stern drive is a perfect match for this boat. It's got 135 horsepower, which is stacks performance. The boat will get up on the plane really quickly, even with a full complement of 6 people on board. And she'll also cruise easily at about half throttle. The engine is it's economical as well. The 3-litre doesn't burn a lot of fuel, particularly in this application, because it's just the boat's just the sort of perfect weight and match for the engine. This engine is in extremely good condition all the way around. Again, it's one of the benefits of the boat having spent the vast majority of its life in fresh water. You can really tell there's very little corrosion in the engine bay. The engine mounts and things are absolutely perfect, as are the pulleys, and the bilge is totally crystal clear and clean. The owner had a lot of work done to the boat just last season, including a full drive service. The bellows were changed, the gimbal bearing was also replaced at the same time, and the shift cable was changed. Now, at that time, the boat also had a replacement core engine. Basically, the guy that owned the boat, just for whatever reason, the winterizing wasn't done properly in one of those really cold frosts we had, and he had a small crack in the engine block. So the engine block was replaced. It was an insurance job, so it was a brand new block was put in there, and it's running extremely well. I've had the boat out on the water. It's going really good. Everything that needs to be changed on the longer service intervals, like the bellows, the gimbal bearing, the manifolds and things, they're all perfect. This boat should not need anything other than routine servicing for at least the next 4 or 5 seasons. So we'll fire the engine up and let you hear how it runs, but suffice it to say, it's extremely good condition. The boat has a full set of camper covers, and these are the original covers that came with the boat. They're in excellent condition, bar there's one little tear here, just on the back section, which will probably get patched actually. But apart from that, everything else is perfect. All the button poppers are all there. It's an excellent set of covers, keeps the boat watertight in a rain shower, and also means you can keep using the boat even if the weather does turn against you. You get good headroom underneath the covers there, and they come off in sections, so you can just leave the spray hood on at the front if you're out on a reasonably good day, or you can take the covers off altogether. There's a little, they fold back into a bimini arrangement, like a boot arrangement there as well. So they're white to match the colour of the boat, and they really set it off well. A good set of covers is invaluable in a boat of this type, and given the cost of replacing these at around about £1,000, it's really important that if you're looking at a boat like this, it's important that it has a good set of covers with it. So hopefully that gives you a really good idea of the condition and also the ability of this Bayliner 1952. The boat's in fantastic order. I really can't say enough about it. Being only one owner from new, with all the paperwork and full history file there, I know it's the best value one on the market at the minute, and so it's going to be a pleasure for our next owners. So if you'd like to arrange to have a look at it, or you want to have a chat about it, get any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can either send me an email, or give us a call, or fill out the callback request form on the website, and I'll get back to you at a time that suits you. Thanks for watching.